A riparian area is that connection point between a body of water and then the dry uplands. That green connection, that lush connection. The riparian zones themselves makes up only 1% of the landscape. But as far as their importance, it's far greater than that. Riparian areas are extremely important for several reasons. They act like a sponge. During runoff, snowmelt, rain event, it'll actually absorb some of that water and it'll slowly release that water back into that stream. If we have healthy riparian zones, we could potentially have irrigation water longer. It could last maybe into July. From a wildfire perspective, a healthy riparian zone in the bottom of the valley is not going to burn as readily as an unhealthy system that didn't have that big wide margin of greenness to stop that potential fire. As far as what an unhealthy riparian system would look like, just think of a ditch. And the sole purpose of that ditch is to convey water as fast as possible. You'll hardly see any vegetation. There will hardly be any life there. The hardwoods, the willows, the alders will not be there. A lot of that's just taken away. The biggest thing that we have to do to fix those unhealthy systems, 9 times out of 10, is try to repair the hydrology first. We try to fix the hydrology by mimicking nature, and that's been a shift that I've seen in the last 5 to 10 years in my line of work. One of the best engineers on the landscape, far and large, is a beaver, Castor canadensis. Taking the beavers out of the landscape in the early 1800s, that had huge ramifications from coast to coast, and I think that's truly where the unraveling started. Reintroduction process with the beavers is trying to establish their habitat. We just look at what beavers have done and try to mimic that, and the BDAs, the beaver dam analogs, just some way to block that stream, slowing that water down, and then what we'll do after that is replant willows and alders, trying to give that beaver the food source. With building a simple dam, it's amazing how that benefits every insect, every bird, every fish that is within that ecosystem that's just thriving with life. It's funny how we're going full circle as far as realizing how we're correcting those mistakes is by just letting nature do its thing. I love this work because to me it just feels very important to just make these habitats the best that they can be, because we're not making any more. So what we have to protect it, do our best to manage it to the best of our abilities.